Once upon a time, in the golden sands of Timbuktu, maps were drawn not just with ink, but with memory, music, and moonlight. Welcome to the world's greatest storytellers. Tonight, we journey to Timbuktu, Mali, in the 14th century, where a quiet mapmaker charted not just lands, but the rhythm of hearts and stars. Our hero is Amadou, a gentle cartographer whose weathered hands dance across animal skins, transforming blank pages into portals to faraway lands. Amadou opens his shop each morning as the sun crests over the dunes, ready to map the tales brought by the desert winds. Travelers rest at his shop, sipping fragrant mint tea and sharing their stories of distant cities, shimmering oases, and treacherous sands. They describe bustling markets in cities like Cairo, Damascus, and Constantinople, and Amadou listens intently, his eyes twinkling like stars in the night sky. Each story feeds his memory bank, a vast repository of knowledge he uses to craft his unique maps. Amongst his patrons are griots, West African storytellers and musicians, who weave epic sagas of kings and heroes. They sing of legendary empires like Ghana, Mali, and Songhai, and of mythical beasts that roam the untamed wilds. Their songs speak of ancient kingdoms where gold flowed like water, and where elephants with ivory tusks roamed free. Amadou, with his keen sense of hearing, captures not just the words, but the spirit of these tales, the emotions that resonate within them. He also meets wandering scholars, some bearing ancient texts, and others bringing the latest news from distant lands. They speak of the great universities of Sankar and the University of Timbuktu, where students debate theology, mathematics, and poetry under the shade of ancient baobab trees. These scholars often bring rare books and scrolls for Amadou to examine, and he pores over them, tracing letters and deciphering cryptic symbols. From these texts, he learns of lost cities, forgotten routes, and the secrets of celestial navigation. In his shop, amidst the scent of sand and the gentle strumming of a one-stringed West African harp, Amadou pieces together these stories, filling gaps with his intuition and logic. He draws oases where weary travelers can find water and shelter, noting the direction and distance to the next settlement. For Amadou, mapping is more than a craft. It's an art form, a reflection of the human spirit's unending quest for understanding and connection. As night falls, casting long shadows across the desert sands, Amadou's shop becomes a sanctuary for nocturnal nomads, traders, and storytellers seeking refuge from the biting desert wind. The air inside is warm, filled with the aroma of burning cedar wood and spices brought by desert traders. The flickering light of oil lamps dances in Amadou Sy's eyes as he listens to tales of bravery, love, and loss. There's Hassan, the young trader, eager to impress his beloved with tales of his adventures. Hassan speaks of distant lands, vibrant bazaars, and caravans laden with precious goods. Amadou nods, marking Hassan's route to his beloved's home on his newest map. Next, there's old Sheikh Umar, his face etched with the stories of 1,000 journeys. He speaks of ancient ruins swallowed by the sands, of mystical creatures that roam the night, and of lost cities whispered about in hushed tones around campfires. Amadou, ever curious, sketches a star chart based on Sheikh Umar's descriptions, hoping to one day locate these fabled places. Then there's young Abina, her eyes shining with the wonder of 1,000 dreams. She tells fantastical stories of talking animals, magical forests, and adventures beyond imagination, while Amadou smiles, gently guiding her stories into more realistic landscapes. He tucks away her tales in his memory, knowing they might one day inspire a new generation of adventurers. Each night, as the moon climbs higher in the star-studded sky, Amadou closes his shop, leaving its doors open to the desert winds. He returns to his small house, its walls adorned with maps and astronomical charts, where the soft glow of oil lamps reveals constellations unknown to those in distant lands. Alone in the quiet solitude of his house, Amadou pulls out his tools. With careful precision, he cleans his brushes and straightens his inks, preparing for another day of mapping the world's stories. As the night deepens and the desert grows still, Amadou gazes up at the moon, its silvery light bathing his room in an ethereal glow. In the vast expanse above, he sees not just a celestial body, but a silent storyteller. The moon, like the griots of the desert, has tales to tell, stories etched in the very fabric of the cosmos. And Amadou, with his heart attuned to the rhythms of the universe, listens intently, each night as the moon waxes and wanes, casting its hypnotic glow over the sleeping desert. Amadou feels a deep connection to the natural world around him. He, too, is a creature of habit, his life revolving around the predictable yet awe-inspiring cycles of nature. Just as the moon reliably graces the night sky, Amadou dutifully tends to his plants, coaxing life from the arid soil with unwavering care. He tends to his small garden, a sanctuary of green amidst the golden sands, where date palms sway gracefully and hardy desert shrubs burst forth with unexpected blossoms. His routine is a testament to his deep-rooted connection to the land, a bond forged through shared challenges and quiet companionship. Every sunrise and sunset, Amadou's thoughts drift to the eternal cycle of day and night, the ebb and flow of light and darkness. He sees these cycles reflected not only in the natural world, but also in the human experience. The highs and lows of joy and sorrow, love and loss, hope and despair, all follow a similar rhythm. This rhythm is the heartbeat of life, a melody that echoes in the rustling leaves, the crashing waves, and even in the quiet solitude of a desert night. And Amadou, with his heart attuned to the music of existence, dances to its tune, embracing the beauty of each moment as it unfolds. Years pass, and Amadou's fame as a cartographer spreads far and wide, drawing people from distant lands to his shop in Timbuktu. Kings and queens, merchants and mystics, each seeking a map to guide their journey. Whether across the desert or through life's complexities, come to him seeking wisdom and guidance. Amadou, the humble cartographer, welcomes them all. His shop, a beacon of knowledge and tranquility, becomes a crossroads of cultures, a place where stories intertwine and destinies converge. Yet despite his growing fame, Amadou remains unchanged. His passion for mapping, his curiosity about the world, and his kindness towards all who enter his shop endure. One evening, as the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Amadou stands in the doorway of his shop, surveying the vast expanse of the desert. The wind whispers tales of distant lands, carrying the melodies of nomadic tribes and the laughter of children playing by the light of the setting sun. As the first stars begin to appear, dotting the dark canvas of the night sky, Amadou feels a deep sense of contentment. He has spent his life listening to stories, piecing together the fragmented narratives of travelers and scholars, to create maps that guided those who ventured into the unknown. Now, as he looks out over the endless dunes, he realizes that his greatest map is not the one he holds in his hands, but the one etched in his heart. It is a map of kindness, compassion, and the enduring human spirit. Amadou smiles, his eyes twinkling with the wisdom of 1,000 stories. He has shown countless travelers the way, but perhaps he himself has been on the greatest journey of all, a journey of the heart and soul. The desert is silent, its vastness broken only by the gentle lapping of the wind against the sand. It is a silence that speaks volumes, a silence that echoes the rhythm of the cosmos. And in this silence, Amadou finds solace, knowing that his maps have become an integral part of the desert's lore, guiding not just those who seek physical landmarks, but those searching for meaning in the vast tapestry of life. So when you find yourself lost and wandering, whether in the physical or metaphorical desert, remember Amadou, the cartographer of Timbuktu. Remember his maps, not just of lands and seas, but of hearts and souls. For in the end, our greatest journey is not across mountains and rivers, but within ourselves. It is a journey of self-discovery, of embracing the unknown and finding beauty in the silence. When you listen closely to the whispers of the wind, you might just hear the echoes of Amadou's stories, reminding you that you are never truly lost, for the desert-like life is full of hidden wonders waiting to be discovered. Thank you for joining us tonight. Which character resonated with you the most? Do you find solace in silence, as Amadou did? Share your thoughts below. And don't forget to subscribe for more mesmerizing tales. Until next time, may your own story be filled with the magic of the desert and the wonder of 1,000 stars.